Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Lupin the third part 4 episode number 17 reaction. Okay, I won't be able to do the second episode today. I'm a little bit busy, so I won't have enough time to record the second part, the second episode, that is episode 18. So this week it will be only one episode. From the next week onwards it'll be two episodes again. So yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you guys. I wanted to make at least one video for today, because at first I thought maybe I'll skip this week, but I thought no, I'll make at least one video today. So only one episode, one episode I'm doing this week. Next week onwards it'll be the same again, two episodes. So yeah, okay, the previous two episodes that we watched, the first episode we kind of go through the whole Cleopatra's diamond, that thing, where we got Lupin got that diamond, and there was like a rumor that it kind of goes from one owner to another, and ultimately no one gets it, that type of a thing. And he was not believing it, but then a series of things happens. First of all, he the diamond gets he kind of trips, falls, the diamond goes to someone else, and Lupin gets involved in a whole completely different thing with in a school. And there is like those school teachers were making a bomb to because of they had some kind of a problem with the fuel mafia. All that stuff happened, and one of the students get involved in it, and by the end of it the teacher went and protected him. And yeah, at the end Lupin did get his diamond back. Unfortunately, it he decided that he won't keep this because it's told to change fate, and he wants to keep continuing his the things that he do, so he throws it away, and it goes and ends up being transported to Fujiko by a dolphin. And Fujiko was like, oh wow, great, random diamond, lucky. And which was just kind of funny because Cleopatra, the person they were talking about, is kind of from the description that we got to see from the previous episode, definitely Fujiko has personalities like her. So yeah, that was that. The next episode we get to see a dog. It's related to a dog who got missing, and Fujiko tasked Lupin in getting the dog for her. And they went they go through so many different situations, like so many problems and all. And by the end of it, after transporting the dog, we get to know that the dog doesn't like the owner because the owner smothers it too much, so the dog ends up running away again. Fujiko's depressed, but Lupin's like, don't worry, I'll bring more opportunities for you. And she's like, okay then. And the dog ends up leaving the owner by the end of it. So yeah, that was those two episodes. Let's see what this episode brings. This is episode number 17, and yeah, let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles on the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, let's see if we get to see more of Da Vinci. Oh my god. This man? Which man? Okay. Who is this? Oh boy, here we go. Oh, these people. Okay, I understand what they are. So basically, they're like that, the type of self-proclaimed heroes of justice, that type of a group, I'm guessing. That's why he's like, oh, the next target, Lupin III and his gang. Because, they are notorious thieves, that's why. Damn, usually in the animes, these type of people who have, take justice in their hand and talks about morality this high and mightily, they're the ones who are the most messed up. They have their own twisted sense of justice, which is so dangerous most of the time. And I'm guessing it'll be something like that as well here, because yeah, Let's see. All right, let's see. The Murdering Marionette. Okay, interesting title. Wait, they're actually broadcasting this? Damn. Like I said, there you go. Okay. What happened? Having diarrhea or something? Yeah. There you go. Wait, what? Oh wow. Yeah? Why? You're trying to get our lives. Well, Rupan is going to get riled up at this. Yo, she just giving one bite. Yeah, this is messed up. Wait, what? Why? They're betting? Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, so if Rupan wins, going to get the money? Rupan? I think that's fair. There's some kind of a trap there, yeah. I'm sure he has some plan. Probably plans on getting captured and then doing something from the inside or something. Let's see. Uh, like I said, there you go. That's an obvious booby trap. And I'm pretty sure Rupan fell for it deliberately. Let's see. Oh, so this guy kind of does he like have some hypnosis power? I think so. That's why it's called the marionette. Oh. Oh no. Wait. Where's Fujiko? Damn. Collapsed. Where was she? That's why 24 hours, I guess? Oh, it's one of those mental games, whatever he's going to play. Like, the obviously, suspicious one here is Fujiko because she was not here for a moment. But I think that'll be too obvious. Like I said, this is too obvious. I feel like it's Jigen. What was that? I think it's Jigen. Let's see. Or maybe it's no one. Let's see. I think he knew something's going to happen. He wanted to fall for it deliberately. Oh my god, Jigen's too suspicious. Jigen never acts like this. Fujiko, I can see her acting like this. I don't know. What's up with Fujiko's earring? No, I feel like it's not Jigen. Jigen's holding his stomach. He has his diarrhea. Or maybe, I don't know. Keep the people skeptical of. Yeah. Oh, everyone's watching. Damn. These people. Wait. Whole. Okay. That's. Yeah, that guy was. Hmm. Damn, this is like. Oh, is it? Okay. What the? What was that? Okay, so it's not Fujiko, I think. Okay, her earrings. Yeah, yeah. I feel like it's Jigen. He's acting a bit too much. No, but this is underground. There's also another possibility that, like I said, he hypnotized none of them and they're trying to make them paranoid of each other. He just kept them. Okay, let's see. I wouldn't count Fujiko out, or maybe I don't know. Let's see. Or maybe there's like a third party there who is doing everything, and he didn't just tell them. Oh my god. Who? Oh my god. You know what? I feel like no one of them is. It's just making them paranoid. Yeah. I don't think this is the time, but oh well. Oh my god. Damn. Oh. Oh boy. Ah. Oh. Damn. Okay, I'm pretty sure they're acting here. I don't know. I feel like this is all a deliberate ploy for like everyone to. This is definitely a play. So it was Lupin. This is so. This is so deliberate. There, Lupin is playing him completely. No, wait. This who's? Oh, well, yeah. This is definitely a play. He's playing them. You're a fool. It's empty. Shut up. You're 100 years too early to to go against Rupan, idiot. Yeah, yeah. You're an idiot. Like, go home, kid. Ah, like kids these days. Like, yeah, go do your homework, kid. That's a prop. Definitely a prop. Oh, Well, obviously that was fake. Like, there you go. I'm on the diet. uh, and obviously, I'm pretty sure he has. Okay. And Jigan is a good aim, you know? He knew where to aim. Yeah, that's. Yeah, what's up with that? Is that like his hypnosis power or whatever? What is that? Smoke. Oh, it's like a halluc. Ah, there you go. So he had like an antidote or something? Or he didn't breathe it? Okay. Wow, what a phony. Everyone will be now. There you go. He was not breathing it. Yeah, go do your homework, kid. You're not the same. What? What? You're gonna get slapped now. Wait, what? Wait. Oh, yeah, that's true. So basically, they have also been like inhaling the gas. That's why they are also susceptible to it. You know? Okay, makes sense. Oh, I was wondering who made that little bet. Okay. Yeah. And he also got the chalice, you know? Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, like I said, there you go. They have been. Yeah, okay, makes sense. All in the head. All in the head. Yeah? I don't think you did anything, Fujiko. Yeah. Yeah, that's the best way. Well, at least they got something out of this. Oh, okay, well. Okay, is that it? All right, so there you go. That was episode number 17. And okay, here we get to see Rupan getting involved with this Greco, this guy, and his, like, his group. So this guy is someone who thinks that, like, just by using the narcotic, that smoke, he is been controlling all the people. I'm guessing, all the people that we were seeing in the church were also somehow being controlled. Not only them, but like we later on see how even the criminals, who are in, like, Lupin's, what can I say, like, who are in, like, a Lupin's group of, like, that type of work, they are also kind of betting on him, which kind of shows maybe they were also somehow kind of um a part of this whole situation, like they also kind of inhaled that or something, I don't know. But either way, most of the people were under this hypnosis, and the trick of the whole thing is very simple. It's just like a drug that's being used as a smoke, which kind of makes you susceptible to being hypnotized. It's not that the drug hypnotizes you, the drugs makes you susceptible for hypnosis. Basically, even if you're, like, inhaling the drug, nothing is going to happen, not until anyone tries to hypnotize you. So that's what was happening in the end. That's what we get to know, that they were also inhaling the drug a little bit, because they were the people who was making everyone, like, inhale it. That's why they themselves were kind of inhaling it now and then. So that is the reason why, when Rupan in the end tried to hypnotize them, they got hypnotized. So it's like, the drug basically brings down your resistance, that type of a thing. Now, obviously, by the end, Rupan does kind of mention that, I'm not sure about it, who knows, hypnosis in itself is a psychological trick. So maybe because they thought they were being hypnotized, they got hypnotized. Maybe that's also another part of the reason. Nobody knows about it. It's the complication of a human brain. So that is the reason why nobody knows whether it was the drug or something else, or it was basically their own head. But they did end up getting hypnotized by the end, and Rupan just tricked them into it. All right, this whole, like I said in the beginning, we see Greco and his people in the church, and he was like, oh, I'm going to bring the hammer of justice on these bad people. Next target is Rupan the Third. And I was surprised when I actually saw them, like, broadcasting this on television. I'm like, what? Why are they broadcasting this on television? Like, what the hell is happening? So they're a pretty big deal, this Greco and his people, since they've been broadcasted on television. Either way, while our group, Rupan's group, they are just watching that, we can see Jigan is having, like, stomach problems and all. And while all of this was happening, Greco, this guy, he comes up on camera and he's like, oh, are you scared, Rupan? If you're not scared, then let's have a game. 24 hours, you'll die. Either that, or you steal this chalice, this golden chalice. So that is, like, obviously, like, a direct challenge. Now, from the beginning, I knew Rupan obviously was not going to fall for any of the traps. That was one of the most basic and one of the most worthless traps that I've ever seen. Just booby trapping the floor. Like, what the hell? Like, that's crazy. So as soon as I saw them fall, I knew that was Rupan's part of the plan. And there was a part of me that kind of thought maybe he's actually doing this to increase the bet and get the money. That's why he's kind of failing up until the end, and then he'll, like, stand up and win. Something like that. Turns out that really was his plan. And he just wanted to completely rob this kid of everything. Obviously, he deserved it. Why are you trying to mess with Rupan? Like, what the hell is wrong with you? So he was just so confident with the drug and everything. He was like, they're going to become my marionette. So okay, so he obviously he challenges them directly, and we come to the church, and like I said, the chalice is in front of them. Like, who the hell? This kid is so naive, I have to say, that he thought that Rupan is going to fall for that simple of a trap. The chalice is in front, obviously. That's one of the biggest and the most prominent bait I've ever seen in anything. And yeah, pretty sure there was a trap somewhere over here on the way. So floor being booby trapped, one of the basics of the basics. And you know what the most surprising thing about this part was? Lupin actually falling for the trap. And that's why I realized that yeah, this is part of his plan. He deliberately fell for the trap because he has some other goal. And there you go, that's what we saw. And obviously this kid was being very happy. He was like, haha, he fell for it. Now I'm going to control him just like I want to. And blah blah blah, you know, like, god damn. Like, Zenigata is still unable to catch Rupan. You think you will be able to? Keep dreaming. And he, like, you know, he came in front of someone and he's like, oh, you will be my marionette. Goes away. And here I was thinking, like, okay, maybe who is it? And at the beginning, I was thinking maybe there is someone who fell under the hypnosis. There was a part of it. And I also kind of said that maybe no one fell for the hypnosis and he's just making everyone, like, you know, kind of fight against each other. That would have been interesting, you know, like if he actually, there was no one who fell for the hypnosis and he put some kind of a third party, some other member over there who try to mess things up now and then, and going to make each other suspicious of each other, you know, Lupin's crew. Like, this would have been a more, I have to say, like, you know, interesting way he could have went through this. Like, no hypnosis, he's just telling them that, oh, you're under my hypnosis, any one of you try to find it out. And then he planted some other person, you know, in that part, and that person is going to come and mess with them here and there, and obviously keeping that person's identity a secret. And all the Lupin's crew would think that each other will suspect each other doing that, and they're going to fight amongst each other, and, you know, like, and have like a, because they'll just take each other out in that process. I feel like that would have been a better plan in this situation. This guy, he actually thought he hypnotized someone. Now again, another one of the biggest mistakes he's made is like trying to hypnotize Lupin. Like, oh boy, like, you could have chose someone else, maybe it would have worked. Unfortunately it did not, because you chose the worst person to actually try to pull this trick off on. That's Lupin himself. So yeah, like, he failed from the first step that he took. He failed badly, and they have been just playing him from the, like, you know, beginning to the end, up until, like, you know, the whole thing, that everything that happened. So the first thing that happened is obviously the things collapses, and he gives them a warning. Oh, 24 hours, you know, and if you are alive, then yeah, you'll win by the end. But one of my marionettes is within you, and just, you know, goes and like, you know, cuts off the connection. And after that, like they kind of explain later on, they just looked at each other and realized what was happening, you know, like all the people, and all of the Rupan, all of Rupan's friends. And that was the main thing here. They told each other nothing, you know. Rupan knew what was happening. He told each other nothing. They just looked at each other, kind of saw their faces, kind of saw their expressions, and then realized that, yeah, what's going on, you know. That's how much of a, you can say, like, you know, how much they're used to each other and used to reading each other's expressions and stuff. Either way, they started their whole acting. They start fighting amongst each other, kind of quarreling amongst each other, like, you know, some, like, you know, when Fujiko, obviously when first Jigen blames Fujiko, and Fujiko's like, maybe it's you, and then Goemon is like, I don't trust you guys, and then they go on their own way. Everything was a deliberate plan and a deliberate ploy for them, and they were just acting. So they go on their own way. and the whole game starts. The first, obviously, this kid, the Greco guy, he's just over the moon. He's like, ah, I'm going to win. It's so easy, easy money. And not only that, he has a grandiose plan of actually being famous and using Lupin in that, situation. That's why, Lupin himself is quite notorious. So if he beats Lupin, he'll be more famous and more donations. That's his plan. So he's just so happy. He's like, haha, I already won. And then we get to see someone stabbing Fujiko. Well, obviously I knew that there was something up with the knife, because it was in such a weird way it was put. At first I thought it was a prop, but turns out it was not a prop, but it's just Fujiko. Oh, so that's first, and then we get to see them coming, finding out Fujiko's earrings. Jigen, suspecting Goemon suspecting Jigen. Again, they are like fighting among each other, and they're like, all right, you do your own thing, and they just go on their own way. You know what, this part is so interesting. Why? Because we can see Goemon is like, Jigen, why have you not smoked at once, even once? Part of the plan. This is part of the plan. At which Jigen is like, oh, I don't have any gas, like, if you're so interested in checking, here you go, catch it. Throws the lighter to him. This was all part of the plan, because Jigen knew he was going to shoot him to make this plan succeed, and Goemon needed something to block it. So he got the got the lighter for that reason, showed him where he's putting it, in his thing, so that he can pinpoint where it is. And then later on, when they fight each other, he's going to shoot that particular position. This is Jigen we're talking about. He can land a shot hundreds of miles away. Easily he can do this. So that was the whole plan. And they actually, I'm pretty sure they didn't talk about this, but when this whole thing started, and when Goemon was like, oh, show me your lighter, Jigen probably realized what he's trying to do, and he decided to go along with it and just threw it to him. So everything, this type of a silent communication where nobody talked but they knew what each were going, shows how much of a good team they are and how long they have been doing this. This kid is an amateur, this is child's play for them. They can easily do anything like this. And obviously Lupin is trying to act as a mediator, and now all that is happening here. Okay, one thing I'm kind of curious about, we can see that there's a little amount of bet on Lupin team, isn't it? 1.2 multiplied by 1.2. I wonder who made that bet. Greco's team was getting a lot of bets. Ooh, but what about Lupin's team? I wonder who's the one or 2% that bet on him. Anyways, probably Zenigata. Zenigata probably bet on Lupin. I wouldn't be surprised, I wonder if Zenigata was watching all of this and he was like, Lupin, he's definitely going to win. There you go, let me bet on him. Oh, that would be so funny, Oh my god. Oh, okay, well, all right. And oh, okay, you know what, yeah, I think Lupin himself bet on him, didn't he? Because so that he could win the money. Unless and until he bets, he won't be able to win the money. So he bet on him, I think, himself. That's how he got all the money back to him, because he was the winner. Okay, I think that's what he did. That's why there was that little 1.2, that thing that we were seeing on the blackboard that the person was writing. And but I don't know, I still think Zenigata probably was there, just sneakily watching all of this, and in the end ultimately betting on Lupin. It wouldn't surprise me. Oh my god. Anyways, so yeah, all of this was happening, and they go on their separate ways. Lupin is like, okay, and they come again, Jigen and Goemon find Lupin's boat, and they're like, oh, like, you killed Rupan, and he's like, no, you killed Rupan, and they're just like, trying to fight each other. Obviously, everything is part of the play, and what they actually do is like, slash each other. Goemon slashes his part of the thing, while Goemon gets shot by Jigen in that lighter. That's why he took the lighter, and everyone's like, the Greco is like, oh, they're dead. That's so, like, the game's almost over. Brings Rupan out, and he's like, all right, Rupan, like, everything is, the work and job is done, now kill yourself. And Rupan is like, not doing it, obviously, and he's like, at the end, he's kind of freaking out. He's like, oh, like, what's happening? Why are you not doing what I tell you to do? And then Rupan just looks at the camera, and he's like, up, playtime's over. We had enough fun. And and that's why he was like, deliberately elongating this whole process, so that he could extract the maximum amount of money he can from the bets. Now, obviously, Greco is surprised. Greco's like, what is happening? You should be dead. And, Fujiko's like, all right. Fujiko comes out. Fujiko's like, here you go. This, so, like, one knife was, Wait, what did she say? She says that, ever heard of stopping a knife with these bad boys? Oh my god. Okay, so that's that. And obviously, we get to see the details of Jigen and Zenigata's, Jigen and Goemon's section as well. Goemon has been dieting, Jigen has been dieting, so the part where he cut off, it was part of the clothing, the dress, so nothing happened. His dress kind of got cut. That's all that happened. Goemon obviously had the lighter with him, which Jigen gave to him before, because he knew he was going to shoot at that position. And there you go, that's why they didn't die. And obviously Rupan was already, like, in his own senses. He was not part of, like, the hypnosis. Now here I was a little bit, I was thinking about this part. I was like, okay, like, everything is answered. What the hell is up with that hypnosis thing? Is he really hypnotizing them? And then we get that answer as well, which obviously Rupan answers to us. Rupan says that that's no hypnosis. It's basically just you are using like a narcotic smoke kind of a thing, which is making people susceptible to get hypnotized. And since they're susceptible, their resistance is down, you're hypnotizing them, and that's how it's working out. So, like, that's how this is going. This is all a psychological trick and everything. And obviously Greco's like, all right, you might have gotten away with this, but you won't be able to get out of this underground place, And he's like, I'm going to blow this whole place up. Rupan says that, well, since you are the person who has been using this smoke to make others susceptible to hypnosis, I'm pretty sure you yourself have become a victim of that as well, because you are the person who is administering this drug in others. So you are also coming in contact with the drugs. The thing is, what this basically does is reduces your resistance. So unless and until you try to actively hypnotize someone, they'll be fine. So you are actively hypnotizing others. That's why they're working along whatever you're telling them. Nobody tried to do that to you. So now I am going to hypnotize you. Which obviously freaks him out, because he himself realizes what Rupan is telling is actually the truth, because according to him, that's how the drug works. You make someone susceptible to hypnosis, you tell them, give them an order, they'll do whatever they want you to do. He's also part of that susceptibility. His resistance is also down. So if Rupan actually orders him something, he thinks that he'll get hypnotized. So, that's the whole thing. But in the end, as Rupan explains, nobody knows if that was actually what happened here, because hypnosis is a psychological trick, and he himself was convinced that he'll get hypnotized if Rupan told him something. So maybe that thought in itself, which made it easier for him to get hypnotized with Rupan's words. So maybe the drug and everything that was happening here is not part of the thing at all, the hypnosis at all. Maybe it's just useless. Maybe just because he himself thought that he was hypnotized, that's why he got hypnotized. the drug and everything that he told about, you know, that, oh, you're also susceptible to it, maybe that's not part of the thing. Obviously the drug definitely reduces the, like, you know, resistance, but not necessarily that he also got the same amount of drug in his, like, you know, inhaled within him. So that's why I'm saying maybe the thought in itself that, oh, I'll be hypnotized, made it easy to hypnotize him. That type of thing. Like, it's all part of the brain, you know, like it's all part of the brain. The way you see everything, the way, like, you know, it's like psychologically your brain works. You'll be easier, you'll be susceptible to something or maybe resistant to something, that type of a situation. So there's not a particular or a perfect answer in this situation. Lupin himself doesn't know what happened, but something happened, and he knew something was going to happen if he went like this, and it worked out pretty well. You know, by the end of it, obviously they won all the money, and Lupin here tells that, oh, I myself bet on my, like, you know, I bet on myself. That's why I won. Like I said, that little figure that we saw beside Lupin's, like, you know, 1.2 or something, that was what he bet. Basically all the money ended up coming back to him, and yeah, and that's how he got all the money, and everyone got it. And here, you know, we begin with everyone being like, oh, I'm going to get the maximum portion of this because I'm the main main person in this whole situation, because I did the maximum job. At first Fujiko was like, oh, I'm supposed to get the maximum portion. Jigen was like, what the hell did you do? You just slept. And she's like, yeah, I slept with a skeleton. And then Jin is like, no, I'm going to get it. And then Goemon's like, nah, I'm going to get it. And Rupan is like, you know what, when you guys are having so much trouble with it, let me have it. And that's how it ends. Yeah, that was an interesting episode. So it's kind of like the whole game show kind of a setting, you know, like a detective type of a, like a detective, or like a psychological part of a you know, trick it had in it, and it was that type of an episode. So that was like an interesting change of pace. And yeah, so there you go. And I think this is the first time I actually see them actually having that much amount of money with them, and them actually winning it, Fujiko not betraying them, nor them losing the money to someone else by the end of it. So yeah, I guess everything worked out well. And this episode also kind of shows us how much of a good team they are. They don't need to talk to each other, they can just look at each other and realize what each other is thinking in these type of situations, which is just perfect. And this kid was way too early to try to like, you know, challenge Lupin, you know. Like I said, Zenigata himself have been trying for so long, he's been failing all the time. Who does this kid think he is, you know? Like, what did he expect? And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. This is my reaction to episode number 17 of Lupin the Third Part 4. Like I said, this week it's only one episode because I'm a little bit busy. Next week onwards, 2 episodes just like I usually do. So yeah, so thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, and I'll check them out. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with 2 episodes of Lupin the Third Part 4. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.